Hello everyone and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. Got a new vehicle. Finally traded in the 2009 Subaru Legacy 4. Yes, another Subaru. This is a 2019 Forester. I basically just moved up by 10 years basically. A little bit dirty. Yes, it is a used vehicle, but it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to go through a multi-step process here on vehicle detailing for you guys. I'm going to start with the glass cleaning today. I did the interior. You've seen my videos with the old truck that I did with the interior. You could check out that video. I'll leave a link in the description. But I'm going to be doing a multi-part series. We're going to be doing tires, undercarriage, paint correction, polishing, buffing, and ceramic coating, so be sure to subscribe so you can see all my videos in this new series. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I'd really appreciate it. I'm just going to quick go over a few of the products that I recommend when it comes to glass cleaning. So this is already pretty clean. We've had a lot of rain lately, but I have noticed that I have a lot of streaking and water doesn't like to bead and roll off of this surface. It's very, I guess, grippy. Glass should be smooth and silky, so depending on the condition of your glass, you may want to use a clay bar to kind of remove some of the contaminants, and I'll show you this here. This is usually used for paint correction and removing contaminants off of embedded paint. But yeah, you can have like metallic flakes and everything embedded in the paint that this is good for removing. But you can also use it for making glass silky smooth. I may not use it on this glass because this is in pretty good shape, but that's what the Optimum No Rinse is for. I've got this mixed up 64-to-1. O&R, that's one of my favorite products, you guys know that. Spray that on as a lubricant, and then you can use your clay there to rub and clean that surface off. The other products I like to use is rubbing alcohol. This stuff will remove any type of road grime or grease, oils, all that good stuff. It strips it down to the bare minimum, and then once it's perfectly clean, we're going to apply this stuff here. This is a new product I'm going to be trying. This is kind of like the old Rain-X, but a different brand, the Armor All ceramic glass cleaner. So we're going to use that and see what the hydrophobic properties are like when it rains. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the 2-towel method, guys. If you're not familiar with this, glass, it's very difficult to clean, especially interior. I've noticed I like to start with a regular utility microfiber cloth like this. This is just a 2-sided microfiber. It's good for getting the bulk of the dirt off, and then once you get it mostly like 90% clean, you come back and follow up with this just to remove the streaks, and it just makes it a little bit easier. Now, for our clay bar, it's cold out, so it's kind of hard, but we want to kind of work it and make it pliable a little bit in our hands. So you want to turn it into like a puck, so I just like to work it back and forth like this. It's 40 degrees out, so it's a little bit firm, but if it's warmer out, it'll be a little easier to work with. I'll get that out of the way here. We're going to want to get that wet, get the surface wet, and you just work it back and forth like this, both directions. I'm not feeling it bind on anything. It's very, very smooth, but if you have like a lot of embedded contaminants from living near a railroad or something, or an industrial power plant or something, you'll get a lot more contaminants in there, but it's nice and silky smooth. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but depending on the condition, you'll see little tiny flecks inside your clay bar. You know you're picking stuff up. We're going to do that on the paint though, I think. So I'm going to put this away. We're going to skip to the next step then. This isn't too terribly dirty, you can see. We'll move on to the next product. Okay, so if you're not planning on doing clay bar or anything like that with deep contaminants, I'm just going to do a general cleaning, and we're going to do the box method for cleaning windshields and everything. I think it's kind of important to get it thorough, but I don't want to spray a lot directly onto this because it's going to be a lot of work to try to dry this up. So we're going to spray directly onto our glass cleaning cloth. A couple of squirts is all you need with a relatively clean surface. We're going to work back and forth like this. And when I talk about the box method, you're going to go around the edges, clean in streaks just like this, and then just wipe like that, go down the edge, go back up, and then the corners, you're going to do the same. And get right up to that rubber trim. You can see how much dirt I'm picking up along that rubber gasket there. That's where it's really dirty. That rubber could probably use a little bit of all-purpose cleaner, but we're not dealing with that right now. So, once you go back and forth one time, you're gonna have a little bit of haze. Flip your towel over, dry up as much as you can with hand towel, set that aside. Grab your second towel, and you're going to wipe up those streaks with this guy here. Notice I'm going the same direction, north-south, instead of going circles or back and forth. What I like to do is I'll do the interior and I'll go left to right on the inside, and then I'll go do the outside up and down. Why, you may ask? Well, if I'm doing an inspection, I've got my head in there looking close, trying to see, oh, did I miss a spot? If I see up and down streaks, I know it was on the exterior. If I see left and right streaks, I know it was on the interior that I need to go back and touch up. So that's really what it's about. It just makes it easier for getting your glass perfect. So we're going back and forth here. And now we got a nice, clean surface. We're going to do our box around the edges here. Touch that up. This should stay relatively clean. Your primary towel is going to get what's the most wet and dirty. So now we're going to go to the other side. And don't forget to clean your windshield wipers, guys. I'm going to take a separate towel with some rubbing alcohol and really get these nice and clean. In fact, I'll do that right now in the inside portion that's already dirty here. So I'm going to, like I said, depending on the level of oils that you have that you want to remove, if that Optimum no rinse or glass cleaner, you can use Windex. Just don't use it on tinted windows. There's other automotive glass cleaning stuff that you can use for that. But you could use rubbing alcohol. This is 70% isopropyl alcohol. And, you know, we'll just do this too. And the nice thing about this is that it dries quickly. Look at that. It just flashes instantly. Gets that little bit of a rainbow effect. And it instantly flashes dry. Do a little bit more there. Make sure I got that in frame for you guys. Apologies for the shaky camera. Just gonna wipe and pinch the windshield wiper all the way to the tips. Look at all that black coming off. Those are dirty. Gonna get all the way to the edge there. And that rubbing alcohol will leave this completely bare. No chattering. If you got those windshield wipers that like to chatter and skip, that's probably why you're having that issue. Okay, the rubbing alcohol pretty much got it to 100% or as close as possible. I'm going to use this Armor All ceramic glass coating now. First time using this product. I'll let you know how it works out long term, but from what I've seen, it has some crazy water beating properties. So if it's raining lightly, I may not even have to use my windshield wipers. It might just roll right off as you're driving, which would be really nice. So it says shake it and spray directly onto glass. So we'll do that. Don't use excessive amounts, it says. You know what? If you need to have some assistance, short people problems on a tall car, go ahead and get up. I'm going to do the box method with this too. I'm not going to use a whole lot, just that's probably more than sufficient. all the way to the edges. And it says buff in. Once it's totally dry, I'm going to flip the towel over to the dry side and go back over and just mop up any excess. Get rid of the streaks, you know, again, boxing the edges. And from up here, I could kind of do a little bit of a better visual inspection if I see any streaking. And that's all there is to it, guys. Looks good to me. Crystal clear glass. Got a little scratch there, but see if I can buff that out. Might just be a defect or a scratch. After all, this is a used vehicle. Alright, I'm taking extra care on this final wipe down, just to make sure I got all those streaks. I think we're good. Look at it from the edge. If you look at it straight on like this, you can see if you missed anything pretty easily. So get up, get over it, get to the side. You can even look from the inside to see if you missed anything. Looks good to me. We'll do some long-term testing on this, but guys, I've heard pretty good things about this product. So it's pretty cheap, easily found at any local auto parts store or Walmart or wherever. So this Armor All brand, not usually a fan of it, but for a glass cleaner, I think it's okay. So guys, if you find this video useful or got any questions, comment below, leave a thumbs up, really appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for watching.